The information in this episode is current as of the date recorded and is not intended as financial, tax, or legal advice. You should consult your tax, financial, and or legal advisors before implementing any transactions and or strategies concerning your finances. And with that, let's get to this week's episode.
Hi, I'm Jason Nickerson, President and COO, and this is Financial Focus. In this week's episode, we're talking Social Security. It has been talked about in the media recently, as it is every year, every couple of years, and its solvency. Is it going bankrupt? Has it been bankrupt? Are you going to receive your benefits? So let's talk about the issue and where it's really coming from. And what we need to understand is how Social Security started and where it stands today, and then what it might look like in the future. So Social Security started back in 1935. And back then, what was created was essentially one of the largest Ponzi schemes ever, because it created a system where people paid in to the system in order for people to receive payout. So back then in 1935, there was about 135 workers per retiree. Roll forward to 1960, that ratio shrunk significantly to about 5 workers for every one beneficiary collecting benefits from Social Security. At that time in 1960, we were paying out roughly just shy of $12 billion, but we were bringing in a little over $12 billion. So during that period of time from 1935 to 1960, Social Security was able to create a trust fund to help support shortfalls. Now roll forward to today. Why is it such a big topic, and why has it been and will continue to be? Well, that's because today's ratio is about 3 workers for every one retiree, and those 3 workers do not support the full benefits of each retiree. It's about 3/4 of the benefits that are being paid out. So Social Security must withdraw from the trust fund in order to support the full benefits that are being paid out. Why has this happened? Well, you have to look at the fact that we are living longer as humans, that the baby boomer generation is the group of retirees claiming Social Security, and population growth has slowed significantly since that period of time. So when that happens, then we start eating into the Social Security Trust Fund and the expectation that it will become insolvent unless there are major changes between 2030 and 2035. Those estimates change based on current statistics and projected outcomes into the future. So what can Congress do about this? Well, first of all, it's going to boil down to some pretty tough decisions. They can certainly lower benefits, lower benefits to current retirees or in the future. They can change the claiming ages, and they've done this over time. The earliest we can claim Social Security is age 62, and we get a forever reduced benefit if we do that. The current full retirement age, when our benefits are no longer reduced, is currently age 67. That's if you were born after 1960. But if you were born before that, your full retirement age was 66 or 65. And then the final age to think about in this decision making is age 70. That's when our benefits are no longer further enhanced from our full retirement age. So they can raise those ages at any point in time. Ultimately, another option is to increase the revenue. So right now, workers and employers are paying in a total of 12.4% of wages. Usually it's split half and half between the employer and the employee. They can raise the 12.4%. Also, there's a wage cap. Once an employee earns in 2023 about $160,000, it's $160,200, they're done paying into the program for that year. And Congress can also raise the wage gap there. So we always get the question, what do we think? Well, as a matter of total opinion and not fact-based, I think anyone right now in their 50s is probably relatively protected from any major change. You could see the wage cap continue to go up as it has steadily each and every year. And you might see an adjustment in your full retirement age, but I don't think major changes are coming to 50-year-olds. And again, this is just totally opinion, not fact-based. I think where Congress will decide to make their largest adjustments is with the claiming ages. They can continue to raise the full retirement age, and I think they can also continue to raise that wage cap, the $160,200. because this has been done over the years anyway. But we'll see. These are major decisions. They're tough decisions, and tough decisions really impact a voter base, and that impacts their reelection. So stay tuned, and we'll talk about this topic again as it comes up. Thanks for watching this week's episode of Financial Focus. We'll see you next week.